the other thing you hit right on the head is consistency, you know? Like,
Yes.
I think the fact that you've been consistent for the last 3 years of posting every single day is what has allowed you to get results. So whether you're doing anything, you know, whatever works for you, as long as
Right.
you stay consistent with it, I think
Right.
that's the key, and that's why you're successful as well.
I mean, consistency in anything. If you listen to Tony Roberts, if you listen to Buffini, if you listen to Grant Cardone, whatever that you choose to specialize in, you have to be consistent.
Yeah. The other
Because, I mean, we can be given the blueprint, but if you don't follow that model, then how can you be afforded the results from what has been given to you? So, real estate, as you know, is hard. It's not easy. You know, you have to get clients, maintain, you know, staying on top of the market, the education, the expenses. It's very expensive to stay in real estate. People don't know that. They think you're making the money, but then you're also cashing out a lot of money too for marketing, travel, all of these different expenses
Yeah,
that keeps you in the business.
absolutely. Yeah. And I think the most important thing for any business is just finding a way to generate business. You know, without that, like the number one thing to run any business, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's real estate, whether it's attorney, nothing happens without the acquisition of the customer. So
Most
if you
of
find a way to do that in whatever niche you're at, that was my biggest mistake. I was in retail before I got into real estate.
Uh-huh.
I thought the customer was just gonna come to me. I thought I got my real estate license now.
Yeah, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm
Yeah,
ready
I'm
to
like,
go conquer. I have a beautiful smile. I have the work ethic. Where are my clients
I thought I was just gonna get like 10, 15
at?
clients, and the reality was that it wasn't, because in retail, that's what would happen. Like I would get 10, 15, hundreds of customers walking into a store a day. So I thought,
Yeah,
oh, real estate's gonna be the same thing. Boom,
yeah.
rude awakening. It was not the same thing.
I did retail in college, so I
Yeah,
completely understand.
yeah,
I completely understand. But you know, everyone has to fail and then overcome. I mean, you know, I know me and you are not overnight successes
mm,
by any means. And I will tell anyone I've had moments where I want to give up. I have moments where I doubt myself, but then I have a why. So you want to understand what your why is, right? So for me, I want to be financially free.
mhm.
I am doing this for my daughter, so that we are taken care of. She doesn't have to worry about anything. If I give up, then I'm giving up on her. So why would I give up on myself? Because that's like me giving up on two people. So there is no backup plan. I'm not going back to corporate. Mm-mm. I'll hire somebody from corporate before I go back to corporate because I get to hire the smart people, the more money that I make to do the stuff that I'm not an expert at. That's the goal. As business people, you start hiring the other people that you outsource so that you can free up your time and they're the experts. Because we can't be experts in every single thing. Oh my goodness, I was listening to a podcast, Earn Your Leisure podcast. It just came out earlier this week with Shaquille O'Neal. Funniest thing ever.
Uh-huh.
I totally suggest you go listen to it. He is the prime example of hiring everybody else to do exactly what he is not an expert in because he utilized his money and his resources to do so. So
Mhm.
not only has he established himself outside of his career, but
Big time.
he owns brands, actually legacies, such as Elvis Presley, Marilyn
Mhm.
Monroe. He owns those names. I was like, that's unheard of to own.
Yeah.
So royalties, all those royalty checks go to
e-
him. That blew my mind. That's a different kind of rich.